control demolition. It's much like a wrestling match. Precision engineering, months of preparation, then all comes ahead. Target the foundations, then let it all go, let it all go, let it all go. 16 men become 8 men, become 4 men, become 2, become 1. At the Demolition pay-per-view, the man that fights his way through hell and back will become the first ever XWF champion. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Aftershock. This is the XWF sideshow. We got a lineup of a couple of matches for you tonight. The first one being Victor Valgarez, the new guy, against T-Unit's very own Fosher. And then your main event this evening will be Jacob Drake from the CWO versus Titus Valentine. Titus Valentine, he's an ex-UFC guy. You know, he's all about elbows and knees, but he's got some wrestling talent on him. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Here you can see the 4 guys that have made it through to the Demolition Series. 2 of these guys will go through the pay-per-view, and then one of them will become the XWF champion. I'm always going to be voting for Nightmare, but, you know, that's 4 good guys there. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can pull out the bag. If you like my t-shirt, by the way, that's a CWO shirt. You can buy them. They're $11.99. I suggest you buy one. So let's look at the lineup for our first pay-per-view Demolition. The first match will be Tobias Upson, the Bionic Rookie, versus veteran Mike the Viper Jacobs. You know, Mikey's really been tearing into Tobias Upson over the last couple of shows, and now it's all going to come ahead because the owner came down and said, you want Tobias Upson, you can have him at Demolition. Because Tobias Upson cost Mike the Viper the match, and now they're going to go one-on-one. The next match will be the first ever no-holds-barred championship crowner match between 2 hardcore legends, Damage from the CWO and the lethal Ken Tariff. Now, Ken Tariff lost in the Demolition Series to Triple D. He said to the owner, I'm not done, I want another match, I want to prove to these fans. And the owner said, you want another match, you can go one-on-one with Damage for the no-holds-barred championship. I'm looking forward to that match, it's going to get messy. Now we're going to look at what happened on last week's show. We got a little vignette for you. Let's check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event match. Inferno against Dr. Khan. The winner will go through to the next round in the Demolition Series. And Nightmare with a chair, brutally attacking the Doctor, kicking him in the ribs repeatedly. With that crushing that steel chair onto the ribs of the Doctor. Just stomping a mud hole in the Doctor. He's just passed that steel chair to Damage. He's coming in Damage's direction, a steel chair shot. A steel chair shot. Nightmare's throwing the Doctor in the ring, Inferno's picking him up. The explosion. The explosion. The explosion. 1, 2, 3. Inferno goes through the Demolition Series. Inferno goes through and the Doctor's eliminated. One upset.
Alright, so we're going backstage now with Inferno. He's into the Final 4 of the Demolition Series. He won in quite a controversial way, and now he's being asked backstage, how does he feel about the victory? He's saying, you know what, in the moment, it felt right. And he felt that he made the most of the situation. Now he's saying that his fans are they're all turning their backs on Inferno. They don't want anything to do with him anymore. He's saying he's getting messages on his Twitter. Fans moaning, saying, you know, you're a sellout, man. The fans are telling him that Inferno, he isn't what they thought he was. You know, they don't want to be his fans anymore because he screwed over Dr. Khan. He's saying it hurts him, man. You know, those fans, they don't want to know him anymore, and that hurts him. And he's saying he don't want to talk about it anymore. He's saying, get out of the locker room. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Well, that's you know, Inferno doesn't really know. You know, he's gonna have to screw his head on if he wants to get through this series. You know, he's got a chance to become the first ever XWF champion. He needs to keep his head screwed on and stop worrying about how he got through. At the end of the day, he's through, and he's got to make the most of that situation. This is Victor Valgarez coming down. He's from Italy. I'm not sure the specific place, but he's a new guy here on the XWF, and the owner said, you want to be in the XWF? I'll sign you up. I like Italian. And he signed him up, just like that. There's plenty of people out there wanting a job here, and he just gave Victor Valgarez a job just like that. And he said, you're signed, you can have a match on the first episode of Aftershock. And that's that. So Victor Valgarez can show us what he's made of. He's going against Fosher from T-Unit. T-Unit, I'm not a big fan. They're not really wrestlers. They're just some guys that got into the XWF. And Havoc, I praise Havoc a lot. He is a good wrestler. He's the only good wrestler in there. You got Fosher and Big Rebel. Those two are more just brawlers. They just want to get into fights. They don't give a crap about the tag team championship. They don't give a crap about anything else. They just want to punch people in the face, kick people in the nuts, and win. That's about it. So here's Fosher, also known as the Gangster. He's a big guy. He's tall. He's pretty quick on his feet for a big guy. He's the fastest big guy I know. Special move is the Haymaker. Huge punch to the face, shattering your skull. You wake up 2 weeks later and be like, what the hell just happened to me? And the doctors will be like, you just got Haymaker by the Fosher, that's all. So yeah, he's a big guy. I don't really know what else to say about Fosher. I've seen him have a couple of street fights, which are nothing to do with wrestling. Just get into fights with people. I saw him get into a fight with a guy at a bar. He just smashed the hell out of him, He got suspended from the Wrestling Federation he was in at the time for 6 weeks for fighting. He's not a good role model for the kids, but look at him, he doesn't care. He just likes to punch people, and that's about as far as it goes. Who's my money on? I'm not sure tonight, I haven't seen Victor Valgarez in the ring, but I have heard good stuff about him. Fosher, though, he's powerful, and like I said, if he gets that Haymaker in, this match could be over. The fans, they didn't really give much of a reaction to Valgarez. They're booing a lot for Fosher, but again, Fosher doesn't care. He lives off that stuff just like the rest of the team do. Valgarez is warming up. Fosher's just taunting at the crowd. He knows they don't like him, and he loves it. I expect the crowd are gonna want to see Valgarez win. He's a new guy that they don't really know him, but they're gonna want to see someone, put Fosher in his place. So let's get this match started up. Look at the size difference. Fosher is huge. Valgarez going for the arm twist straight off. Fosher turning it around into a headlock, pulling them back. Massive boot to the face of Valgarez. Valgarez manages to recover, get behind him, quick punch to the back of Fosher. Massive clothesline. That is a huge clothesline. You gotta have a lot on another one. You gotta have a lot of force behind you to actually be able to take the Fosher down like that. He's throwing these punches, but these ones aren't quite knocking. Oh, massive one out the ring goes a Fosher. This Valgarez, he is powerhouse, man. I didn't know what to expect, but I did not expect the match to start like that. Valgarez throwing Fosher off the ropes. On a massive back elbow there. Fosher, he doesn't know what hit him. He's headlock and elbow to the back. His Valgarez looks like the sort of guy that's going to strike a lot. Fosher using an arm twist on Valgarez. Another one to flip him over. Just dropping his leg on the inside of the arm to really do some damage and try and prevent Valgarez from using more of those heavy clotheslines. And a huge slam there from Fosher, really taking the breath out of Valgarez. And Valgarez managing to recover, and another one of those huge clotheslines. I don't know how much more of them Fosher can take before he's done. Valgarez, whoa, look at the strength in that throw, throwing Fosher right into the corner. Fosher's blinded, and massive neckbreaker drop there from Valgarez. Fosher's a bit dazed and confused, but he manages to use his elbow to kick out. And he grabs Valgarez, and they're tying up. Who's the stronger man here? And they push each other off, and Fleischer just throws Valguerez over his head. Where the hell did that come from? That's the best thing about Fleischer, is he's unpredictable with these throws. And Valguerez is quick up. And they're having a little tie-in. Fleischer wins with a little armbar there. Unexpected from Fleischer to be trying to use this stuff. And Valguerez... Oh my god, look at the strength in Valguerez's upper body. A massive suplex on Fleischer. Fleischer's huge. I don't know many people that can suplex the Fleischer like that. Valguerez again throwing Fleischer over the top rope. I'm just pulling him back in. The strength in Valguerez's upper body is insane. He's going for the cover. That's a 1, 2... A kick out there. Fleischer, he's not done yet. You can need more beating up. And Valguerez is obviously underestimating Fleischer. Valguerez using a headlock there. Well, look at the strength in his upper body. He's lifting Fleischer up like a rag doll. Just dropping him down with a flapjack. Go for the cover, man. Go for the cover. Twisting Fleischer's arm around, and Fleischer manages to twist his arm around and put him in a headlock. And then throw Valguerez into the corner. And he goes for a massive double punch, but Vogler stops him. Oh, clothesline again. Valguerez, man, I would not want to get in the way of these clotheslines. They are absolutely horrific. Fleischer manages to slip behind and quick Russian leg sweep there from Fleischer. Valguerez is trying to get up. He's got a lot of durability, this guy. He gets up quick. Fleischer, a massive headbutt to the back of the neck there. And again, Valguerez, he's pulling himself straight up. There's no waiting time. He recovers, and another one of those huge clotheslines. Once Valguerez lining up, a vicious elbow to the ribs, really knocking the air out of Fleischer. Now he's lifting Fleischer back up. Another one of those neckbreaker drops. Fleischer is flattened, I think this could be over if he went for a pin. And Fleischer using an eye rake to even the playing field.